This is C.R.P.H.A, Humanitarian and Citizen Advocate. As everybody knows, that this part of the year is election year, and many of you who have paid attention to the Democratic as well as Republicans when it comes to the debate, the basic fact is that the liberals are so gung ho on socialism. Socialism is not a positive thing. Socialism is like where it was in World War One and Two for those that were put in concentration camps that did not agree and abide by the rules or laws of those dictators. And the Democratic idiots, the liberal, socialist, democratic idiots, think that it's the only way to go, and it's not. The basic fact is that the liberals can't find any actual other way to get the attention of the voter and make things look so fucking rosy and peachy and bright sunshiny. They think the only way we can get what we want from the American people is by trying to dress up a negative thing such as socialism and make it look like it's all positive and bird singing and all that other crap. The liberals have lost their minds. The liberal democratic idiots such as Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, and obviously Gavin Newsom, and Barbara Boxer, Dianne Feinstein, Nancy Pelosi, and AOC, and also the other Democratic politician that's going in the base of running for president, and also Joe Biden himself thinks that, and several other liberal idiot Democrats that I haven't mentioned that are trying to run for president, think that the American people are so brain dead, zombie like, that they'll believe anything. The liberal Democrats don't have any faith in you. The liberal Democrats don't have any belief in you or this country. The only one that has faith in you, the American people, the American citizens, legal American citizens, is Donald Trump and myself. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? And I hope you do. And I'm not going to judge you. I'm not judging you. Okay. But the basic fact is that I'm telling every one of you the truth. The liberal Democrats will say anything and promise you loads of fucking shit that they know that they won't keep. Just like Obama has. Obama promised us American people a lot of shit. We believed him. He was in the office, right? He went back on his word more than once. These liberal idiots that are running for president, and I named a number of them earlier in this video, and the ones I didn't mention are in the same boat. They will keep on keep on trying to dress up something such as socialism and make it look like it's a brighter future, a bright sunshiny viewing of all sorts of fucking positive things when it's not. it's the base to where our freedoms and rights will be taken away. The Constitution that we know of today, to start with, and we've known of since this since the formation of this country, according to historical records, will be no more. And the Liberal Democrats and the Liberal Democratic Party will write a different one that only suits them. Our our forefathers put that the Democrats and Republicans, because at the time Democrats and Republicans were only for working going for you, but these Democrats are only for themselves and for power and control. Our forefathers put the current Constitution together for us, to protect us, American people. Yes, that may also include the liberal Democrats and everything else, but only in when it comes to being outside the office of politics. It doesn't go to the points of protecting them 100% inside the office. Because once the liberal Democrats are in the office, doesn't matter who it is, they're supposed to do things for us, not for them. But the liberal Democrats are doing things and are orchestrating things for them, for themselves, so for their own well-being and their urge and need for power and control over our freedoms, over our lives, over everything that is sin, everything that will automatically be seen as sinful in God's eyes. But the liberal Democrats think that they can get away with it because they think they know better than us. They think they know better than the American people. They don't. We need to show, the American people need to show that we know better than the liberal, socialist, dumbass Democrats, and vote for Trump. Make sure that every chance that the liberal Democratic idiots tried to get, no matter what year it is, no matter what election year it is, essentially to start with, no matter what they try to fucking pull and promise you, don't fall for it, because they will only do it for to where they can benefit themselves and their party. That's all they care about. Trump has promised a lot of things in the 2016 election, and he's pulled through with it more than once. Obama promised a lot of things in the '08 election and even his first term, right? And as well as his second term. He hasn't pulled through. He didn't pull through with one. The only thing he did was make the healthcare situation, which nearly bankrupted a good, moderate to large percentage of the American people. When it came to the healthcare situation. Other than that, he twiddled his thumbs and promised a lot of shit still, and made himself look good in front of the camera, and read the thing that was written for him to say. He didn't go like this, looking down at a piece of paper and looking up at the camera. The basic fact is that he used a teleprompter. He looked straight at the camera while reading the teleprompter. And all he cared about is looking good. That's it. That is it. Seriously. So, the basic fact is Kamala Harris is full of shit. AOC is full of shit. Biden's been full of shit. Bernie Sanders is full of shit. Every liberal, socialist, Democrat in the panel running for president is full of shit. They will not pull through what they promise, and they don't. They want you, American people, to believe that socialism is a positive thing. It's not, as I said. You want to have your freedoms and rights taken away to the point to where they can watch over you and have inspections on at their liking to make sure that you do what they want you to do and not what they don't want you to do, which basically goes against the Constitution and our freedoms and rights, especially when it comes to our personal situations and whatnot, right? As the old saying goes, Big Brother's watching. Oh yeah, Big Brother will be watching, but more so if the Democrats get their way with the base of socialism, especially. If the Democrats get voted into the White House, that's exactly what will happen, and our futures and our children's futures will be completely wiped clean. Meaning there would be no future, no positive future for our children, no positive future for us, no positive future for anybody on this planet that's within the US to start with. And our not only our borders will be open, but also our defenses would be completely cut short, way shorter than Obama did with our military, to where it would be easy for those who hate us to attack us and completely kill us off the face of this planet. While the liberal Democrats make deals with the idiots and fucking twiddle their thumbs as it happens. Those who are voters of the liberal Democrats don't want to believe this, but I'm telling you the straight truth. Those who are Trump supporters know this to be true. Those who know the country's history and the base of socialism and no socialism know I'm speaking the truth as well. So we need to keep away from socialism. We need to make sure our current constitution stays the way it is and the way it has been since it's even from its very first inception, if you will, in the sense that when it first was declared into to where the laws of this country had to go by it, 100%, no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts, no nada. We need to not only protect ourselves and our own well-beings and our futures and our freedoms and our rights and much more, but we also have to we also have to protect our children's freedoms, rights, and well-beings and more, and this country's future well-being and more. Because obviously the liberal Democrats have lost their fucking mind. They've completely went fucking haywire, and because they can't handle the fact that we have what we are getting from Trump for one. They don't like that. I mean, yeah, we had when we had JFK, right? He was a Democrat, but he gave the American people a good percentage of what we wanted or what we needed, essentially, and he gave us the ability to explore space, starting with Neil Armstrong when they went up on the moon, and with the Apollo 13 when it just circled around. The positive base of the future was the start from JFK. But as I said in the beginning, the liberal Democrats of today have completely lost their mind. They've gone to the points points where every one of those liberal socialist Democrats need to go to the fucking funny farm and be in straitjackets and never let out, no matter what. Thereby, they be in the straitjackets until they are more than 10 feet underground. Many of you who watch my videos know that I support Trump for a good reason. It's not only because he promised what he said he was going to do in 2016 and he's pulled through with it. He's done exactly he's done exactly what he promised, and he's going to continue doing so. So I have faith and trust in Trump. I ask that you have faith and trust in Trump, because Trump has pulled through with the economy situation, the job situation. The job situation is still growing strong. The economy situation is still growing strong, even though there might be some abnormalities, but there's ways to rectify that. And the border situation, he's still working. He's still working strong on making sure there's a wall taller than all hell that the illegals are not able to get through. Yes, the illegals are human beings, but there's ways to come into this country legally without crossing the border illegally. And yes, many people say, "Oh, many of our ancestors were immigrants." Yeah, but guess what? They came over on ships legally. They came on freighter boats and whatnot legally. They didn't cross the border illegally. They didn't do things to come into this country that were not legal. Those who are and have been doing it since, say, the 1970s and 80s by crossing the border, and even the 1990s, even to now, by crossing the border to the border between Mexico and California, Mexico and Arizona and Texas, are doing things illegally by crossing the border without having any documentation, by coming in here, coming into the United States legally. Because many people could easily call that laziness of not wanting to spend the money and take the time to fill out the forms to come in this country legally. And the Democrats don't give a damn about that, because they're tired. They're obviously tired of going by what the Constitution of the United States, we the people, says and stipulates even for them to do. And what they can do as politicians and what they cannot do as politicians, especially. Hell, even Jerry Brown in California went against the Constitution of the United States by putting the state of California as a sanctuary state and allowing San Francisco, the city, the well-known tourist type city of San Francisco, and to be he allowed that city to be declared as a sanctuary city, though the sanctuary base is against the Constitution. Has Gavin Newsom uplifted that? No, he doesn't. He obviously doesn't care to. He's going to keep things as is, obviously, because he even by doing that he doesn't realize and I'm sure he knows. Although I know he probably doesn't give a damn. But the basic fact is that Gavin Newsom doesn't care if he's going against the Constitution. He thinks as long as he's in office, we're gonna have to. We American people have to do what is given. Not so. We can easily get it to where, and in fact, there's a movement going on right now that will uplift Gavin Newsom out of his seat in office. We can do the same thing to Nancy Pelosi. We can do the same thing to every liberal idiot in the political office, even in the city and count state of Washington D.C. and even those liberal idiots in every other state. We can make go in the sense of movements to uplift every liberal idiot out of their out of the seat of office. Now you got to ask yourself: do you want socialism to the point to where our rights and freedoms and what positive way of life and being and whatnot, um, to be totally subjected and questioned, and also taken away while our freedoms and rights are taken away? Even the freedoms and rights, even stated and stipulated by the Constitution. Or do you want a free will and freedom and our freedoms and rights to be where they are? Do you want things to keep on being beneficial for us, and 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 where, like, for example, Trump has been doing to benefit this country and us with more jobs, a better, stronger economy, and also eventually he will get to the points to where our educational system is a lot better, which would also improve the base of our children, our youth's future, our children's future, essentially, and their well-being. And when it comes to the aspect of defense and protection of us, the the base of the base of where Trump will make sure that this country is more than well protected and defended in every way possible, to where those countries who hate us will not be able to attack us. Thereby, there would not be another 9/11. And if there was even the attempt of one, Trump would wipe them clean if need be, to where they would not be able to attempt to go against us. In short, we need to make sure that only Republicans, conservative and regular Republicans, get into the White House, even after Trump. Being that we need Trump in the office for 2020 to start with, and continuously build up from Trump in 2020. Then when the next one comes in, another Republican and 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 another Republican, both conservative and normal Republican Party affiliated. Although I know that Trump is not affiliated officially with the Republican Party, but you get my drift, I'm sure. I have faith in the American people and our youth. I have trust and respect for the American people and our youth. It is the fact that and this is not a question, this is not a judgment, but it is the fact that the American people need to have faith and trust in themselves. If you believe in yourself and you have faith and trust in yourself, you know I support you. But the basic fact is also you need to also know that what I say to be true, and what I have said in this video to be true. And I will continuously say what is factual, truth, and honest. So this election, vote Trump. Show the liberal Democrats that we don't want socialism. We don't want them to take over. We don't want our constitution to be torn to shreds. We don't want our rights to be sanctioned and taken away, and we don't want our freedoms to be sanctioned and taken away to the points to where they have full control, like like Hitler did to many people in Germany, like Saddam Hussein did in Iraq. We don't want those type of people. We want we want our rights and freedoms and positive way of life and the American way of life. We don't want socialism. We don't want any negative thing, no matter how much the liberal socialist Democrats try to pretty up socialism. We don't want it. And if the socialist Democrats cannot accept that, they're going to have to, or we can disband the liberal Democratic idiot office and party by the base of the Constitution and by the standing within the Constitution. And the constitutional inquiries know this. Though the people who back and support and know the Constitution to the letter know I speak the truth. I believe in this country and I believe in you, American people, and our youth. I believe in our futures can be strong and positive, even the more we work for it and towards it in our own way. And I know Heavenly Father believes in us as well, and our Savior believes in us as well. And I don't mean to put spiritual base, but I'm being honest on that one too. So this November, I ask that every one of you think about what I said and know what I said to be true. And vote Trump in office for 2020. He believes in you. I believe in you. The liberal Democrats do not believe in you. They expect you to do shit that for them, not for you. The liberal socialist Democrats expect you to do things for them and their power and control, not for you and not for our youth. They will try to sway you to believe otherwise. Don't fall for it. Vote Trump in 2020. And trust me, you will see what I say to be true. Trump will make sure that every one of us are safe, our freedoms and rights will be safe and secure, and our protection will be more than safe and secure. There'll be many, many positive, beneficial things happening to and for us with Trump in office, especially, and with every other Republican in office, especially. And the liberal Democrats will not be able to get away with trying to turn this country socialist. They will not try. They will not, and the liberal Democrats will not be able to even have any way of getting to us, and they will not be able to get away with the illogical, sinful actions of socialism. They will not be able to convince us of otherwise. And I know I'm speaking to those people who are non-voters, voters, as well as those who haven't voted in 2016, and even the misinformed. I'm sure I'm talking to, as well as those who I listed are watching this video, and those who are still voting and who have registered to vote for this year and for this election. I believe in you. Trump believes in you. The United States of America believes in you. Vote Trump. And we at C.R.P.H.A, Humanitarian Citizen Disability and Education, and also Business Advocate and Health Advocate, support our troops, and we thank you for your service, and we thank our veterans for their service as well. And may God bless the United States of America.